if you've been trying to impress your mind and you feel nothing at all, and you're wondering why you see no change in your life, no change in you, no change in your mind, it is because you are still living unconsciously. Meaning, you have these beliefs, these thoughts, these things about you that you see yourself in, the way you see yourself as, and they're contradicting what you're trying to let in. So if you're visualizing money, if you're visualizing more love, if you're visualizing a whole bunch of all these things, but yet you don't feel like you're getting more of it, you don't feel all that coming inside your subconscious mind and just taking root inside of it, and you don't feel the effects, it is because you have, again, these contradictions inside your mind. And until you begin to release them, until you begin to remove them, then the impressions can't grow roots any more deeper. They're going to be hit by an unconscious brick wall. So the thing that you have to do is you just have to become present, because when you become present, you release all these things. You begin to see them for what they are, and you begin to see them and drift away from them. And that is exactly what you need to do in order for you to let in all the impressions you're trying to enter your subconscious mind, so you can begin to move differently in the world. But how do you do this? You do this by being present. Because when you're present, and I always say this in every video, but if you're present, you begin to step out of the mind and you begin to see the mind itself, and you begin to feel it, you begin to hear it, you begin to just experience it. And when you begin to have this intimate awareness of your mind, you begin to just change it. You become the molder of your own mind. And so you begin to just mold it in a way that aligns with the impressions, with the visualization that you're visualizing. And with that alignment comes like this sense of relief. Because as you begin to align your mind with whatever it is that you visualizing, you drop the resistance. And that's the only thing that's stopping you. Because that resistance is your beliefs of what you have currently in your mind arguing against the visualization that you have, the impressions that you're trying to let in. They don't let them in because they've been there so long that you believe it to be true. But until you make them conscious and move away from them and then think differently in alignment with the impressions, that you will just get the same thing and nothing will happen to you. You won't get the change that you want. So that's exactly what you need to do. You need to become present and just see your mind for what it is, all the beliefs, all the things that are telling you that you somehow can't have what you want. Release those things and just watch what happens. It'll feel like a wave of relief just coming, just opening your mind. And with that sense of relief comes this almost like something is finally opening up, like you're finally moving forward. And that's exactly what you want. Because once that relief is down, you begin to move forward. I mean, that resistance is down, you begin to move forward. And that's exactly what you want to achieve, to be able to move forward. Because when you begin to move forward inwardly, eventually you're just going to start moving forward outwardly, out in the world. So let go of all the things that are contradicting your visualizations and make more room. So make more room for your impressions to come inside your mind and take more space, so that way you become more familiar with them. Because that's really what you want. You want to become more familiar with the impressions that you're making to your subconscious mind. And once that familiarity grows, and if it's there long enough, after all that relief, or that all that resistance begins to drop down and you get that relief, then you begin to believe in the thing that you're impressing your subconscious with. So if you want more money, and if you're trying to impress your mind with some vision of you having a lot of money, you you making the unconscious conscious will take away all the things that are contradicting that vision. And as you take away all that unconsciousness, then that vision begins to grow roots inside your mind, inside your subconscious. And from there, things become more familiar. The vision becomes something that you just visit every day. Feels like it already happened. And then from there, it becomes more believable. And that's exactly what you want. You want the believability of the vision. So that way you could just move forward. Think less and move forward, because now you like believe it. And I'm going to end the video here, but just to make everything clear, if you want your impressions to take root inside your mind and actually have an effect on your mind, then you're going to have to make everything inside your mind, your unconscious mind, conscious, and remove anything that contradicts the impressions you're trying to let in. So that way they can grow deeper roots and you begin to feel everything that it has to offer. And once you do that, it'll become familiar to you. Your impressions will become familiar, and then from there, it'll grow to believability. And then from there, you'll begin to just move forward. There's less thinking. This is something that you've done before, right? Your impressions. And you just believe it. And that's exactly how you begin. That's exactly how you make your impressions work for you, by removing anything that is contrary to your impressions.